good evening, and welcome. It's Warcraft night, everybody. Woo! Thank you so much. My name is Megan, and I will be your lore master for this evening and every evening. You stuck with me, dang it. As we journey through the lands of Azeroth, causing mayhem and shenaniganery. Yeah. I'll do I don't know. Matthew, talk.
My name's Matthew, and I'm playing Alethar, the Blood Elf Warlock. That's all I got.
I'm Andrew. I'm playing Durg, who's 90% druid, about 10% butter.
True.
I'm Daddy. I'm playing Grigzog, Crescent Tooth, the 100% dead orc.
Yeah. So, welcome to Rep. Welcome to Random Counter Productions. We do streaming. We do tabletop stuff. We play D&D. We're here on Mondays. Obviously, on Fridays is our Vampire the Masquerade game. And I believe Wednesday is the inaugural episode of our very own Chaos Pixies first foray into DMing. Very, very excited. Come check it out. Show her some love and support. She's an amazing storyteller. I am very excited to see what she does. It's set in the world of Warehouse 13, kind of. Like, I don't think it's set in the world of Warehouse 13. I think it's like Warehouse 13 adjacent. Like, this one is set in World of Warcraft. I feel like that one is Warehouse 13. And what is it called? I'm so sorry.
It is called Endless Wonder.
Endless Wonder.
Endless Wonder. And I believe the two of you are doing something in it.
And our characters are hot.
Yes, they are. Yes,
Like,
they are. If nothing else,
smoking hot.
if nothing else, come for the tokens.
Right.
Yeah.
Pass out.
Oh,
Right.
shit. All right. Well,
Cool.
Yeah,
Nosebleeds incoming.
Cody's been burning the midnight oil with AI character art, and I got one adjective.
We're
Hot.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a bunch of smoke shows. Like,
Would you fuck me?
God.
God, fuck me. I'm
Put
very
the lotion in
exploded.
the basket.
Then there you go. As if you didn't need a reason to watch, now you have no excuse not to. So, yeah. And then I believe, and then check out our social medias. Come follow us on Hive, because it's fun and not toxic. But we post every time we go live. Also join our Discord. Our go live announcements are there, and you get to hang out with us and talk about stuff. If you ever have a doubt of what day of the week it is, the Herald of Fridays will let you know.
only on the one day.
Right, but it sort of like sets it. And you can also get into our out of context game chat, which is already started for this evening. So
Don't mind the butter.
don't
It's
mind
good.
the butter. Don't mind the butter.
The butter's good.
So
The
there anything
butter's
else?
fine.
It was pointed out, I forgot to mention Easy to Spell. It's my show that I run on
Oh.
Sundays. Easy to Spell, where the name's Easy to Spell, and we did it wrong anyway. Pixie wonderfully plugged that for me already in chat, or Matthew did. There we go. Somebody did it for me. So there's my
Someone
shameless
plugged
plug.
him, and he's excited.
Yeah,
Oh.
which I had to do because the out of context chat needed this shameless plug gift
Oh,
because
Good God in heaven. Okay.
join our Discord.
Also, don't just type in plug into the GIF finder.
No, it's so fun.
It's,
That's what I did. That was the first thing that popped up for me.
The
I
second
like the
one,
little mustache.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
oh my.
He looks
So he's so fancy and dapper.
magnifique.
So the point is,
C'est magnifique.
so we hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you guys for being here with us tonight. And yeah, that's all I have, I think, as far as like cute announcements go. So when last we left off, our intrepid shut up, Matthew. Our intrepid heroes were traipsing about in the Eversong Woods, picking up a seemingly odd collection of items that had a passing connection to the former war chief Sylvanas Windrunner. Unbeknownst to them, they were gathering these items for Chromie, the cutest mascot of the bronze dragonflight that there ever was. Chromie let them know that these items were to be used in a ritual, sort of like to focus energies, to send these three heroes back in time to just before the Battle of Lordaeron and the burning of of Teldrassil, in an attempt to fix Sylvanas, that the woman who was burning and pillaging and wrecking all sorts of havoc was not the Sylvanas that was supposed to be in this timeline, and Chromie was very upset about it. So, having set these gentlemen back in time to sort of intercede, the ritual went a bit awry, with Sylvanas discovering it and killing Chromie before she could pass through in order to help our heroes and also get them back. But in the process of dying, she also sort of overcooked them and sent them back not 10 years in the past, but a full century. They found themselves in a cave just up north of Ambermill, and have been discovered by a teenage Lady Jaina Proudmoore and Prince Arthas Menethil long before he ever found Frostmourne and became the Lich King. So the young, we're not going to call them lovers, but the teenagers have scampered off, mentioning that there was a tourney of some sort, and the three of you are in this cave. What's the plan? A lot of things were discussed, including just hunkering down, eating good berries for the next century until we get to an actionable date. So what are we doing?
Right. So the good berry plan,
I'm
right?
hoping it's that.
The good berry idea. It's an interesting idea. Don't get me wrong, right? But I'm not sure you'll live that long to be able to see that. I got time for days, right? Nothing but time. I'm already dead, right? But Alethar, the eyebrows are gonna be going grey before we even get there. And you, Dirk, well, I don't know how long goblins live. So
I'm gonna live forever. And also, I'm pretty sure elves, like by their nature, kind of live a long time. I think we'd be fine. It was really just kind of like a shotgun idea, but we really should figure like a lay of the land maybe first.
Yes, no offense,
If
but
things look real bad.
I would rather pluck my own eyebrows out than sit in this cave for the 90 years. So
I think if you plucked the eyebrows out, you'd have to sit in this cave until they grew back. Because we've established you elf types can't walk straight if your eyebrows are gone. You can't tell how big a doorway is. Your sense of balance gets all thrown up.
it does weird shit when you try to touch them, right?
you don't.
I tried. It wouldn't let me.
You're the one that suggested cutting your own eyebrows off you.
And
But-
that's how desperately I don't want to sit in this cave. So,
You hear that, Dirk? Alethar would rather travel with us than sit in a cave. I think that's some character growth right there.
I am wary of calling it character growth. I think it may be a more of a dangerous, wide world where we could all be hunted for sport at any given moment. Actually, except for Alethar. Alethar could very well, I think, leave us in the cave. Isn't that right, Magister?
I was about to say I'm standing right here. I can hear you both.
Yeah,
but
and you're doing a fine job at it, right? You're doing amazing. A+.
Speaking of,
I'm really scared.
as characters, do we know the thing that you were just telling us as players before we go live about Grizzgog?
What
About
did I tell
orcs.
you? Oh, I was like, I don't know. Make history checks.
Yeah.
Modified 20.
7.
10.
It's in the
okay.
negatives.
Well, with the 20, yeah, you it's yeah, you know that there are 3 types of orcs in the Eastern Kingdoms at the moment. Orcs that are that have run from capture after the Second War ended. You didn't get a nat, so you don't know much more about them. You do know that there are orcs that are in hiding, essentially. Orcs that are in internment camps, which there are a lot of them in this particular region, or dead. Those are the only orcs that exist.
And can you remind me again how full body is Grisgog's armor?
His head shows.
Yeah.
He
Like,
doesn't have the pauldrons that are so big that he
Yeah.
can't do anything.
I have a chain shirt equivalent of Death Knight armor because I'm not all the way there to their plate mail, but I have pretty good chain and a big
Fair.
shield.
He's in like a casual Death Knight outfit.
Yeah, all right.
You know
It's
what
my
I mean?
Sunday
It's party,
best.
Most
but it's still
importantly,
functional.
his head show.
Yes.
Yes.
Grigzog.
But he isn't green.
Fair. Grigzog.
Yeah.
We might want to find you a helmet pretty quickly. Well, orcs aren't free roaming.
Right.
At
All
this
right.
time.
So if they're not free roaming, are they just camping out? Do they have strongholds? What we talking about?
No, like captured, hunted, hiding.
Are they doing this to themselves?
No.
No.
Other people are doing it.
Right.
So we just need you to not be a visible orc to everybody else.
So people are going to try to kill me because I'm an orc.
Probably, yep. Unless
But I'm already dead. They can't kill me twice.
well, they can try.
That's not a thing.
They can try, and unless Derg or I is in charge of you, and you are our follower, then we get you a helmet pretty soon.
So,
Great. Everybody, make me a religion check or an Arcana check.
it's the same either way for me.
Natural 1.
Excellent.
A 19 Arcana.
I have an 18 religion.
Okay, excellent.
19 minus 1.
You both get it kind of at the same time because you've said this a couple of times of I'm already dead, they can't kill me. I'm already dead, they can't. Who's gonna bring you back?
Wait,
You don't have a Lich King here. You don't have.
I don't.
You're not getting power or juice from anybody. So yeah, you're already dead. But who's gonna bring you back this time?
I'm not gonna mention it to him because I don't want to cause a existential crisis.
No, you're watching
It's
it
a big
cross
thing to
his
say to
face.
someone. Who's gonna bring you back, Griggs?
No, you're watching that
daddy's not here.
realization cross his face as he just like goes like, "Yeah, I'll be fine."
Let's all have a moment in the cave together.
I'm going to assume that I rolled a 23 on my insight, so I did not realize from the religion, but
You
Yeah.
know,
It's fine,
Grigzog
Grigzog.
just got
You-
extremely depressed.
Grigzog, you are suffering with just the crushing weight of mortality that the rest of us deal with every day. It's fine. In fact, I feel as though you, my friend, are the best equipped to deal with this than any of us. You've seen the other side. You've come back from it. You came back stronger. Death again is just another step on your journey. We're going to try to stave it off for as long as possible. We're going to work together. You're
Right.
going to be fine. He taps you at his eye level, which is probably like just below your knee.
Mhm.
But until then, I own your ass. Hold my pocket, so if anybody asks any questions, they don't stab you earlier than we want them to.
Right. Oh, all right. I can do that. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Is that a good pep talk, Alpha? I feel like I got through to him.
It was good. It was good. You did well. But we let us go get you a new pick and a helmet.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Oh, I've got something for you, Grigzog. And he starts rummaging through his backpack and he pulls out a light hammer.
Yeah.
Hey, it's kind of like a small, flat pick without the pick pot.
All right. I'll use it.
And
Thank you.
I'll pull out a dagger. If you want the pointy part, I have that here.
He like shoulders his shield and like reaches out and takes it and like tink tink. All right. A nice try, but I'm not good at smithing. And I've just seen him smack things with a hammer and it goes together. It's not working.
No, we've got
and he hands you the dagger.
Grigzog. I've got a plan. You take the dagger, you stab him with it, and then you hit the dagger with a hammer.
All right.
And
A manual pick.
good.
I'm not gonna lie,
It's
this
just
is so
it's
pure.
a pick with extra
Alright.
steps.
A pick with extra steps. All right. It won't be better than the pick, but I'll make do. Thank
We'll get you
friends.
we'll get you a new pick. Don't worry.
All right.
Dirk leans over to Althar. You realize we just created the most fucked up way he could kill someone, right? If he stabs them a little bit and then hammers the dagger in the rest of the way. This is just that's fucked up what we just did there.
But it'll be cathartic for him, I think.
It won't be for whoever's on the other end of that, so I suggest we be nice to Grigzog for the foreseeable future.
Oh god.
I think so. I think so.
Greg Songs, you're just watching him go like ting. Right.
He's figured it out. He's figured it out.
Oh god.
Oh,
We run away. We leave him in this cave forever.
We deliver him good berries every day.
All right.
Yeah, I say the tournament seems like the best way to kind of get the lay of the land and figure out who, all the big names in the area. And probably a good place to get a helmet. Tourneys usually are full of smiths and shopkeeps and butter churners.
Fortunately, all of those things are true. Yeah, let's go get a helmet, maybe a map. See what we can find.
Right.
All right, so you guys make your way out. Very quickly, you see, because that little path that you all came up with Chromie on the other side, it's not lined with guards, but there are about 8 armored and tabarded honor guards with halberds that don't seem to move or interrogate you, but you do know that the Crown Prince just went here, and so they're sort of secret servicing as best as they can. You don't even have to check it. The air here is clean, it's clear, it's summer, it's warm, and you can smell from the tourney. You can smell just the food stalls, horses and livestock, but in like a fun rodeo way, not a we're right next to the stalls kind of way. You hear laughter, you hear music and the sound of clanking armor and swords and cheers going up. There's a full fair going on, and it's a beautiful day. which none of you have ever seen in Ambermill. So you make your way to the tourney grounds, directly behind Ambermill, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a mill. They take all the wood out of silver pine and refine it, mostly to sell to. I mean, they tithe it to the crown. It mostly gets sold to Dalaran, and to the mages for whatever repairs and magic stuff they seem to do. All of the people that you're seeing here are. It's 99% human, right? But they're also very working class. It's lumberjacks, it's mill workers, it's farmers. There's not a lot of upper class here. As you kind of make your way, you make your way into, like, I'm gonna say like 16 times. Please know that I'm singing it in my head every time. You go through like a small bazaar. Everything, all of this space very much leads towards the giant jousting and like the fighting pit, which is all the same. It's very Knight's Tale. Yeah. So everything seems to be leading towards that arena, but there's stalls of all different sorts. If you guys want to make investigation or perception checks to see what mercantilary you're walking past.
22.
11.
Modified 20 investigate.
Cool. You find a couple. There's like 2 shops that or like stalls that are full tents, and they seem to have like dressing areas in the back that are selling gowns and corsets and things that one would need to like change for. So they have a little spot where you can have some privacy. There are about 5 food stalls. This side seems to just be like nuts and like roasting nuts and candied fruits, things that go very easily into paper cone wrappers, because they all are on the section that has the silks and the satins. And this also there's a very small stall with an odd looking elf, like very, very short brown mousy hair, long eyebrows, but he's wearing glasses, and somehow that like just the way they're holding themselves, and you see a little bit of wrinkles, but you know that they're older. But there's something about them that just screams, I'm 14 and I've never grown into any of my body. It's the most odd looking thing. They're standing there with a stand. They're selling some books and parchment and like inscription material. Not getting a lot of foot traffic, but they're there. There's a stall like across that's got they're selling banners, and right next to them is it's not like a printing press, but it's in monasteries when the monks are like and they're illuminating. So you see a bunch of those desks set up, and some sort of like thicker dudes. They look like lumberjacks, but their hands are just permanently stained from ink. Who are working on making coat of arms for folk. So that's what you have on this particular finger that you guys are walking down. You can ask if there's something in particular that you're looking for. They can throw you to which walkway you guys want to go to. Durg, you do see that the all of you do, like, because again, mostly humans. The nut vendor is a group of dwarfs. But the rest of the food vendors are all goblins.
My fucking people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at this. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. And
But we should probably get refreshments after we get a little bit better lay of the land. Are we signing up for any events? I'm pretty sure Greg God could fuck up every single one of these people.
Right.
Like at the same time.
actually,
Look
I
at
got a
these.
question.
He's like twice their size. Sorry. Go.
Am I supposed to talk? Because if I'm
Yes.
being owned, do I need to be quiet until spoken? How does this work?
I think that don't speak until spoken to is absolute bullshit. Even if I did own servants or slaves or whatever, I speak your mind.
All right. All right.
Takes a real small man to surround yourself with people that you don't want to hear the thoughts and opinions of. That's my take.
Right. Fair. All right. You got it.
The blood elf that is selling parchments.
Yes.
Does he also look like he's selling maps? Or is it just like papers and ink?
You go up and you look. Hello? Oh, hello. Can I interest you in something?
Do you have any maps, perhaps?
Oh, I have a. Oh, hold on. He starts going through things. He pulls out like this small sheaf stack. He says, I have a few of the tourney grounds. If you'd like one, they're only a silver, but anything more, you'll have to go. Oh goodness, where is Gareth? Gareth is he's with the smiths. He's about 2 rows down.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I will take one of these maps. You do not mind, and I will hand him a silver. I appreciate your help in pointing the correct direction.
This is odd. Where did you get this coin?
I travel quite a bit.
Ah, I don't recognize the minting. Fascinating.
It is silver, though, is it not?
Oh, yes. Of course it is. Thank you so very much, and I hope that the map helps. And
I'm
it's
sure
essentially
it will.
essentially it's like a Disneyland map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a key at the bottom of this is where the bathrooms are. This is where all the food stalls are.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'll bring it back to the other two. I found a local map, but I was also pointed in the correct direction for the smithies, and also the real map. The shop owner did seem confused by my currency.
That's weird. To be honest, you're the only one out of the 3 that looks like you would have any money. So I don't know why they'd be confused by you spending it.
It was less about it. Yeah, it was less about it being
Yeah.
the being a coin, more about what's on it. I assume.
Yeah, you have a mixture. Some of them are from the Eastern Kingdoms, so they would have, like the ones that you guys have in your hands have either Varian Rin stamped on them, or his son Anduin, who was the following king. It's the same, like, money's money in the Eastern Kingdom. You also have something that's a little bit more horde adjacent, which has just claw marks, and they're meant to look. They're markings for number types, but because we just use copper, silver, gold, they ended up like now they just sort of look like horde markings. So you have these remarkably scarred up coins and coins for kings that don't exist yet.
Easy
Oh, boy.
solution. Gold's a soft metal, and Durg puts all 5 gold coins in his mouth and just kind of starts chewing on them a little bit. Just
And
you
cast
just gotta,
heat metal in his mouth.
you just gotta chew it until the picture's not recognizable. Spits one of the coins in the ground.
Not sure that's good for your teeth.
Make a strength check.
11.
Yeah, I'll say because gold is a ridiculously pliable metal. I'm gonna say you kind of get them down like Jefferson on a nickel. Like those things are never coherent.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Do
Yep.
you know what Jefferson looks like? No, of course you don't. You never do. He doesn't have a forehead and a hairline. It's just one giant funk. He looks like Bram Stoker's Dracula. So, yeah. So you managed to smooth it out. They look like dudes.
Now there's a dude on a coin. And
There
you're
you go.
right. I got a loose molar now.
But here,
Might have
come
been
here,
before.
Come here, and like,
Hey,
he'll, like,
don't pull out the molar.
no, I'm not. No, you're fine. Come here, and like he just like gently like pats your face. And what is it? Which one is it? Hold on, I gotta look at the spell list.
Do you have a fixed dental?
He is the dental plan.
Oh my god, Death Knights are dope.
Comes
I don't
with
know,
rad
but-
insurance.
What's
You
that?
guys can afford dental? Amazing.
Like he thinks you did, so he's gonna use a spell slot, and he uses cure wounds on your jaw.
Honestly, yeah. It pops her right back
Okay.
in
Back feels better too. That's good. Good shit.
somehow.
If you were actually a servant, you'd be a good one, Grisgag.
I'm
Gregzag.
trying my best.
Mix those up. I mix up the consonant sound sometimes.
I do
It's
too.
fine. It's fine, right? Like my last name, Crescent Tooth, right? But everyone keeps saying I say it wrong because they say tooth. And no, it's tooth.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, the more you know.
Huh.
Learn a little new every day. Right. Were we gonna sign up for some events? It seems like is that gonna draw too much attention to us? Get some local money? I don't know if there is a sign up. Is this one of those things where just a bunch of common folks show up and watch the rich folk like play fight?
Don't know.
I pull out the
Never
map.
seen one.
Does the map have a sign-up stand?
Yeah. It does. They're very much like on every side of the thing. So it's sort of like these stall lanes lead you towards Rome, and right before you get there, you can choose to sign up for stuff. You see, there's like 2 on the armory lane. It's the idea that people are gonna buy armor and weapons and want to play with them, so they can go. You also see a small schedule of events for the day. There's jousting. There is a melee. There's I'm sure that there's a phrase for this, but it's sort of like a group against one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's a beatdown.
A gangbang.
Yeah, it's a beatdown. It's the see if there's like a it's the champion fight. That's sort of like the big one. And then there's smaller sectioned off duels and stuff like that. Duels has a like an asterisk by it, and in smaller print says that you have to bring your own standard, that it's required.
Grigzog, would you like to sign up for anything?
I can do a few of these. My skills at jousting may not be the best. Because I've
See,
never done that.
I feel like the jousting thing could be solved if you went in with a real wicked smart horse.
Damn it! I
Alright.
was just about to say you need a horse for a. Fuck! I keep forgetting what you are. Oh,
Right.
No one
God.
really knows what I am to begin with, Meg. It's okay to forget.
No, but Durg is an enigma.
Damn it! All
Durg
right.
is the butter. It melts
So
away to
true.
reveal more.
I am the butter.
Jesus.
I mean, if you would like to sign up for something, we can sort that out.
Well, here's the thing, right? But they do betting, right? So if they bet and I can win, maybe get you some money. Cause like I got money, but the money we got, besides mine that's really screwed up looking, right, isn't from here. So
This is
like,
true.
maybe we could.
Sure, let's do it then. Do we want to go get you a helmet first, or are we entering you as a compatriot of one of us?
It's fine. Either way, we're already walking around here, and they already see that my head isn't exactly normal. That one over there has been staring at me for a hot minute.
As he says that, you look over, a girl who's maybe 18. She's very, she's younger. Freckles, red hair in a little bob with a fringe, bright green eyes, and they're huge. Not like freakish huge, just she has very large green eyes. Sorry, I've been watching the Wednesday series, so I realize when I say she has huge eyes, I really need to describe it. Has been staring at Grigzog not in a, and you Dirk especially, you know what it is to have people like, what the fuck are you? She's not surprised by him or confused. You get the feeling that she's interacted with orcs before, or has seen them at least. And yeah, it's just kind of, it is not intently staring at him, but is kind of keeping, just watching him.
Probably doesn't help that my eyes glow like fire.
I'm actually kind of thinking it might be better if we say that you are Alathar's like undead thrall, because he does the more magical stuff. I think
Right.
like we've seen him with like the shimmering
Right.
auras, and like he can pass himself off as a mage much better than I can.
Alright.
I was just thinking, sorry, this struck me. We're gonna need a name when we're announced for different events and stuff. We can
Yeah.
use this to our advantage. Is there something that in this day and age only the most knowing of individuals would be familiar with? Like have something that's like wink wink nod nod, and somebody's like, how the fuck do they know about that? Like if we call ourselves the Cataclysm of the Black Wing or whatever his name was, like somebody's gonna be like, why the fuck do they know about that?
Right.
Or
Does the Horde exist right now?
You don't know?
Not at all. Like, I'm asking as a player, actually. Okay.
I know.
And you're like, you don't know? I'm like, I know I don't know. I don't know lore.
You don't know?
I'm the blind man here. Take my
Yeah.
hand.
Come on.
Like,
take my strong hand.
if we said like our name was Makara, no, I'm whispering because I'm not supposed to say it, but like only a few people around here are gonna be like, hey, what the fuck?
Do we just call ourselves the Horde?
I can scream for the horde. It was fun. It is fun.
It is fun. It's just so much more fun.
It'd be really funny because there's only 3 of us, so we could be like 3 the horde.
Yeah. The hordelings.
Hordelings is pretty good.
Hordelings.
The hordelings.
The Hordettes.
Don't pick up
Hordettes.
Frostmourne. I feel like that's a really good name. We might just solve the problem if we just name ourselves Don't Pick Up Frostmourne.
Don't pick up Frostborn. Right. Don't pick up
Sylvanas never did
Randy.
any wrong.
Sylvanas was innocent the whole time.
Don't
just
pull
un-
Strathholm. Like any of these
Right.
problems can be avoided just if we plant the seed in little Arthas's head. They go,
Right.
don't. There's pandas on a turtle. That'd be a good name.
Just pandas on a turtle. Oh god. Honestly, Pandas on a Turtle is a really good like album name.
God.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
I
could just
see it being in
out
the-
some of the best kept secrets of the world. We can just let a very select group of people know that we know, and then they're gonna approach us after the tourney and be like, "Hey, how do you know?"
What if we just named ourselves Looking for Chromie?
The Bronze Dragonflight.
Chromies, chromelings.
Yeah.
Oh, Chromelings.
The
is
Chromelings.
cute. Oh, that's cute.
For the Chrome. For the Chrome.
What a chrome. Sorry, I got another one. No Moragan's fucked. I feel like that's just a good one to.
Don't go in the sky.
Tun Moreau can suck it.
Don't make the sky.
As you are having this hell of a conversation, you sort of like out of the corner of your eye, you see that the girl that's been watching Grigzog, you see a larger gentleman, maybe a good 6'2", very very linebackery, like arms don't go down all the way, in red and gold, sort of not like bright gold, but he's in like a maroon with some gold accents and black. You see he's wearing a tabard with a raven, or a falcon, excuse me, a black falcon on it. He comes over and puts a flower behind the girl's ear and plays with her hair for a minute. She blushes and looks down. You see them talk for a moment, and he looks over and sees Grigzog, straightens, and grabs the girl, puts her arm through his, and comes on over to you all. Oh, excuse me. Speaks to Alethar, because you're the only one that's on eye level with him. So sorry. Didn't mean to intrude while you were speaking with your pets. I wondered, do they fight?
He will look to the two of them.
Yeah, do we
Yes.
fight, Master?
Yes. Especially, and he will pat Grigzog on the shoulder.
That is the first time you've touched me
Yep.
in so long.
No, don't say it like that.
It feels like 100 years.
Do I recognize the insignia on this man's?
Make a history check if you want. Yeah.
12. Damn it.
No, I mean he's human, so this is way out of your pay grade.
Sure.
And you know, the houses of men, how long do those last? You don't fucking know.
Go on.
But because you don't recognize it, you do know he never made it up into Silvermoon.
Fair.
Mm-hmm. He right. It's just it's very odd to see to see one of the big ones. Sort of out.
Big one?
He means you.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, I am tall.
Fascinating. They both speak so well and so freely.
I don't particularly like uncomfortable silence around me.
I'm sure. I don't either. That's why I have Taretha here. I was wondering if you'd like to put some money. How about my beast against yours, yes?
See is like his eye twitch tiny bit when he says my beast against yours. Did you
And Durg leans over to Taretha and is like, I'm sure he doesn't mean you, sweetheart.
She looks at you. Her eyes get wider. Her blush goes deeper, and she like the most Cindy Lou Who coo of a laugh comes out of her, and then she just sort of like fades back into the gentleman. You see his eyes dart down to Durg for a minute, but he comes back to Alethar.
I will look around to see if he indicated towards where his fighter.
Nope.
I sure you look like you could do some exercise. Sure. Why not? And
Right.
since we were already going to sign you up.
Excellent. I'll have my man come by and finish the betting, as it were. I need to go. Ugh. Back to the stands. Hate being out in all this mud, you know?
I'm sure.
How rude of me. Master, is it okay if I polish the gentleman's shoes? He's in the mud.
I think he'll be fine.
Are you sure? Would you like your boots polished?
He just looks at Durg for a minute and then back at Alethar. Fascinating. You're a man of interesting tastes, I must say.
As are you. And he'll look down to.
He holds out a hand, and it's this odd like angle between a kiss the ring and like a full on handshake. It's like this odd angle. He holds it out. Aeolus Blackmore.
Man, the temptation to just switch it and to move my hand. I will just instead turn it into into an actual shake. Alethar Bloodweaver.
We don't usually get a lot down from Silvermoon, so this will be fun. I'm surprised that you kept one after it invaded, but who am I to question the habits of the High Elves? So,
Indeed.
let's say an hour? Yes?
Hour sounds fine to me.
Wonderful.
Peace.
Taretha? And he just sort of takes her away. If you guys want to do history checks, you can.
That'll only go so far.
Nat 20 for a 20.
Heyo, okay.
15.
Okay.
Grigsock doing surprisingly well mentally today.
Durg?
Oh, sorry. I got like a 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I rolled solo. I was like, nope.
Okay. Sorry. I thought it was just bouncing around on the screen this whole time. With the 15, you recognize the name of Blackmore. He was notorious. Ooh. Yeah, there's not good ways to. Yeah, fuck it. He ran internment camps for orcs. Made good money off of it. Sort of garnered
Asshole.
some station for himself doing that. Aeolus Blackmore on the Nat 20 found Thrall. and trained him himself.
Oh lord, are you
Aeolus-
about to fight Thrall?
Maybe. Aeolus was
I don't know who that is.
he was a hero of the Second War. His father was disgraced for interestingly enough for like racketeering and gun running. But so they're shady gentlemen, but they fight like hell. And he taught Thrall everything he knows.
I will just Quixog,
Yeah,
just to let you know,
yeah,
if you don't win this fight, it's fine.
right. That does not sound endearing, and I feel like your faith in me is slowly ebbing away.
No,
I apologize if I have disappointed you, Master.
no, and you can stop that. No, it's
But
more.
Doug was doing it.
I didn't like it then either. Anyways,
I was really looking for an excuse. I wanted to spit in that man's boots so bad.
I know
You know how
you did.
horrified he would be to have a goblin just spit on his shoes. I was so excited for it. I was so ready, and just didn't bite.
I couldn't decide if it was more insulting for you to spit on his boots or for him to have to keep the mud on. To be fair,
I wasn't gonna do a good job.
I mean, sure.
Like, look,
I'm
I can be
seeing
a
my
bad
God.
servant.
But no, Grigzog, it has less to do with your abilities and more to do with the fact that that man trained Thrall.
Right.
So just to be clear, make sure I'm understanding the bet. I think he does have to win because you bet Grigzag.
I bet money.
Money. Okay. Sorry,
Granted, there might be a fight afterwards because I don't know if he will accept my money, but I bet money.
Right. Alright. So what I'm hearing is I gotta do the blackout thing again, right?
Is that something you do?
You didn't realize I
voluntarily?
black out.
Is that the creepy voice?
Yes, sir.
If you black out, you wouldn't really know, huh? So I'm gonna assume
Yeah.
yes.
So like, all right. So from my perspective, right, when I start fighting, I'm here for like a couple of seconds, and then everything's dead.
If your opponent starts doing things that seem not like just swinging a sword and punching and doing whatever fighting people do, then yes. If not,
Wait.
stick
So he
with
said
just...
beast against beast. Does that mean they die? They have to die. Do I have to kill them?
No, I assume
Just
not.
saying you're a beast, man.
Just
Got
thinks
this.
you're really strong. Yeah.
I'm just.
It's
I
not
got
the
a
M word.
question.
You don't need to do
Yeah.
the M word. Either of them. Murder or
Right,
the forbidden one.
Yeah. Am I a monster?
No.
Oh, that's another M word we don't need.
Correct.
Am I a monster?
No.
He actually, like, for as much as his undead self can, starts to tear up a little bit. Like,
No,
I really think that you are whatever you make of yourself. That's who gives a shit how other people see you. That's self-image is more important. Also,
all right,
you ain't a monster. You a fucking beast.
all right.
He's a
You got this.
monster.
Hey. A monster. Also, I'll be right back. I've got to go get something. And
All right.
Dirk is gonna scamper off on his own.
Oh god.
Oh no.
No.
Where's he going?
I don't know. He'll be back. If not, we'll hear
Alright.
screams.
Yep.
Or
Which direction did he go in? Because I would also like to head towards a smithy, but I don't want to go in the same direction as him if he's specifically
No, he
separated.
went back the way we came towards where the people were making the heraldry.
We're going towards a smithy. He will call out after him.
Yeah. He waves as he's running off. Yeah, Dirk runs towards the dudes that were making like coat of arms for people,
Mm-hmm.
and is just gonna try to commission a coat of arms.
All right. What do you want it to look like?
I'm thinking, kind of classic shield with a cross like a war pick, on one side, and then like a skeletal horse from the other side behind, kind of cross behind the shield, and then a big uh, skull right in the middle of it. Like very much like the ones that are all over Grigzog's armor.
Okay.
You got the skull buckles and stuff like in the center.
I'm gonna save.
With let's see.
Do you have colors?
I think red and green. We got to get a little Althar and a little Durg in there too.
Heyo. Okay.
And then in old common, or we're gonna call this druidic, et non morieris. Whatever the equivalent of "you will die" in some old, like whatever the Latin
Yeah. I'll take it.
version
Absolutely.
in WoW is.
We'll say it's in does anyone speak Primordial?
I might.
I
Do
do.
not.
What does Dirk speak?
Common, druidic, goblin, and orc.
I kind of want you to just put it in
Just
Goblin because that'd be funny.
Or an orc.
Just in common,
Or-
you will die.
You will die.
Yeah. Or
I
Druidic.
remember.
Yeah, no,
Like, it
he'll
depends, like if you
he'll-
want someone to be able to read it or not.
he'll pan it out in the druidic runes. Druids have a written language.
They do.
Yeah,
Technically, yes.
yeah.
It's
Actually, technically, yes. It's weird, but yes.
it's very weird, but okay.
Two bears hugging, old duck.
I always put it as like
Campfire.
the Minecraft language, where it's like, like the lines and the dots all around them.
Oh yeah,
Or like what Simish?
druid.
Yeah.
Similar.
It's bionicle.
Wingdings.
That's what it is.
Not the wingdings. It's specifically wingdings too. Whatever.
Wingdings. That's mean. Yeah. The woman who's up front, who's taking in the information, has like this tiny little pencil, like a golf pencil, behind her, and she's in an apron that's covered in ink, from working with the gentleman in the back. She takes it out, pulls out a pad. Yeah, all right. So, what do you want?
And we'll go through and just explain what I just did.
Mm-hmm. All right, excellent. And then she does almost like a diner short order cook call out, over her shoulder, and one of the guys at the table is like, "Yeah, you got it. All right," and they just start working on it.
Going.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll take it like maybe 30 minutes.
Awesome. I'll be right back. What's the total?
Oh, it's gotta be it's gotta be 15 silver.
Oh, perfect. 2 gold. And
Yeah.
keep the change. Make it nice.
You think I'm not gonna make it nice?
I'm just I'm tipping you.
Fuck you.
I'm-
You know what?
I'm
All right, I
tipping.
got more.
I was trying to be.
Next.
I almost want my change back. Nah, I'm good. This is
This woman shall pay. Yeah, there's like someone comes up right behind with a unicorn. So yeah, so you have an hour, 30 minutes until the standard is ready. If you guys want to do any shopping or anything,
Alethor's dragging Grigzog towards the smithy, right? All right.
all right. So
Yes.
it's like two lanes over. There's food vendors here, but these are the turkey legs and like meat sandwiches. There's always a couple of booths that are weird, and you get the idea it's like these are for the people that don't want to be in this lane but are being dragged to this lane. So there's also a wine vendor with a small like little cafe that there's just it's almost exclusively filled with women that are just brunch drunk on Chardonnay while their husbands and boyfriends and brothers and whatnot go armor shopping.
Speaking of brunch drunk, what time is it?
It's not noon. It's maybe like 11ish. Like the sun isn't quite midway yet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I will first head towards the smithy.
Okay. There's a
And
couple.
whichever one's closest, yes.
Yeah. So you walk up, there's a desk, and then you see like 5 forges that have been placed. Most of them are being run by dwarves. You do see one being run by they look like an elf, but they have a covering over their face, over their mouth and nose, and goggles on, and just soot all over the place. Wraps around the ears. Oh yeah, absolutely. Wraps around the ears. They just seem to be very covered up, and you
Sure.
see working with them is a full-on fire elemental.
Oh,
So just this living, roiling flame that is scorched the grass around and is just doing a float, and every once in a while it'll snap and come over and help the elf do some stuff. But everybody else is just dwarves.
fine with me.
Yeah.
Is there like
So
a
there's one
person?
desk, and
Uh-huh.
they're sending out orders essentially.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's this tiny dwarf woman with a full-on beard. It's braided and beaded. Yeah, she's just in like a bandeau and booty shorts and just sweating bullets because
Because it's a
5 forges
Yep.
about 10 feet behind her. Right, can I help you? What is it we can do for you today?
Yes, I'm looking for 2 things in particular. First, I would like a helmet, and second, if I could have a pick, a war pick, a pick.
All right. So are we getting it made, or are we just getting one?
I would,
One was going to take longer.
yes.
Take
Uh,
longer. You clearly never worked with like genuine dwarven blacksmiths before, have you, son?
No,
And she's like full on talking to Grigzog now.
the only time I've ever had a weapon, I kind of pick it off of the dead guy.
That's the way to do it. Alright, so well, we could do custom work if you like. Not a lot of war picks just laying around. That's a weapon choice for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's real good. It goes into the skull and just goes, yeah.
Huh. Treat him like a hard-boiled egg, I guess.
Yeah, kind of like, and it dead.
Fascinating. Never actually thought of it that way. Alright. Yeah, so we can get one put together real fast. It's just, well,
Can we request it from the back, and he will?
oh, you want the pointier one? Of course you fucking do. Right, yeah, absolutely. And then what do you want for the helmet? Is it for you or is it for you, big guy?
Yes.
It's for me because my face is not the best to be showing around.
I think you look fine. Do you want it to match the motif or anything, or are you good with what you got?
That would be awesome
Alright,
if
so
you could do that, pretty
do-
lady.
do you want it to be... Alright, don't fucking blow smoke up my ass. Do you want it to be one full skull, or do you just want, like, bone pieces around? I'm asking the hard questions now.
Yeah, I think it would be great if it was like smashed together bone pieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I had a friend, right, who had bones sticking out all over, right? So it'd be like an homage to him. I'm not sure if he's no, he's still alive and he's dead. He's fine.
Light you horde of creepy folk. All right, yeah, absolutely. So do you want the helmet and you want the war pick? That's going to run you about 6 gold. Is this a rush job? Do you need it done by any particular time?
Preferably as soon as possible.
Didn't the asshole say it was going to be an hour?
Oh, so you need it in like an hour.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to be another 3 gold.
I can do that. I can pay for that. Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. I should take about. Well, it'll take an hour. That's what it'll take. You paying?
Yeah, he puts down 10 gold.
She takes it. She doesn't even. She. Okay. Right. Thank you very much. She goes and talks with the.
And he will turn.
Yes, Matthew.
He will turn slightly to Grizgog. I swear to God, I'll get it right one day. I don't know. It happened
it's
like
it's
once.
a weird mixture.
It happened like once, and now it's never gonna stop.
It's a weird mixture of consonants. There was a reason.
She. I don't know if you heard this, but she did say horde.
Did she?
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah, she said
Right.
that we
She
horde
did.
fuckers are odd. Right? Interesting.
All right. Yeah.
Did not realize that. Oh. I still do like hordelings. Alright, yeah, let's and he will kind of look around for where this supposed map stall is supposed to be in this lane.
Yes. So it's across from the wine.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the map stall.
Wonderful. It looks like an older Kultiran. So he's darker skin, but definitely rough from being on the seas. Just giant like muscle, but it's like that functional muscle. So it's not like this man has clearly been on a boat before he could walk. And his son's next to him, 4 arms, just the size of a tree trunk. They're just two beefy dudes
Making some maps.
making some maps, you know.
Himbo maps, best maps.
Yep.
It's a fact. #fact. I'm trying to remember what Kultirans sound like. Shit. Right, yeah. Hi. Can I help you with something?
Yes,
You're
I'm
looking for a map then?
Yes.
All right.
I would of the continent if possible.
Yeah. Yeah, you want the water, so you just want the land, or any particular place? Oh no.
As much as you have fit on one map.
Right. Pulls out just and undoes an entire. It takes up like the countertop, but it's the length of the Eastern
Perfect.
kingdoms.
Perfect. All
It just
Manhattan.
says it just says Azeroth on it.
Of course it does. That is perfect. That will do. How much is it?
Oh, it's about 75 silver.
And he will pull out his bag with and pull out 75 silver.
Thank
Perfect. Thank you.
you.
We'll roll up the
Mhm.
and walk away with it. Go look
Most
for
excellent.
Go look for Durg.
Okay.
And as he leaves, once he is well out of earshot, good God, what an expensive map!
Right, so I'm not too good with the math, right? But it's 75 didn't like.
Yes, it is. It is less than 75 gold. It is 7.5 gold.
You humans do weird stuff.
I'm not a human, but yes.
He means like humanoid.
Yes.
Whenever he says humans,
You're humanoid. You're all human. Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
While
He's not the
you're
brightest boy.
while you're on the armor side,
Mhm.
you do notice that a little bit further down, there is like a small contingent of the guards around Prince Arthas, and Lady Jaina, as they're looking at weapons and things. He's trying out weapons to see if they're in that very show-offy, I took karate over summer camp kind of way. Like there's just and however, as you're there, both of the two of you make insight or perception, whichever you'd like.
Modified 20 perception.
Natural 20, -2 for 18.
Okay.
Insight.
You see, he's good with a sword, but like there is skill there. But he keeps coming back to a hammer. He keeps coming back to like a mallet, a one-hander. And you nope. Yeah, there's just something like he's you get the feeling he's finding his weapon for the first time.
Huh.
You also, as he like sort of decides on the hammer, you see that there's a member of the retinue, an older man with graying temples, honey-colored hair, beautifully kept beard, piercing, not Grigzog piercing blue eyes, but normal piercing blue eyes.
not the you're gonna burn in fire blue eyes.
Yeah, they're not smoking out of his skull. Who's in slightly different armor than the guard, but it does have the accoutrement of Lordaeron on it. But his is, instead of in steel, it's in burnished, almost blinding silver. And at his hip is a very sizable warhammer. And you see as Arthas is sort of choosing this, you see his hand go to the handle, and he smiles a little bit. But also, yes, absolutely. You're seeing a lot of. Also, you were seeing like Jaina is doing a haha. I use magic. I don't know. None of them are doing. You're doing very well, Your Majesty. Da da da. They're all like, yeah, that third shit. Don't do that one. Absolutely not. You might not be a dagger guy. Possibly, let's look into. Like, they're all giving him legit feedback on what his weapon should be. Which is a very interesting dynamic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah. So you guys are just in the wine and cheese aisle at Publix, and Durg
has been going through and just very much trying to slip like unknown knowledge into conversation and like looking around for a reaction. Hey, it's a nice helmet. How do you get it so chromy? Where am I from?
Saying chromy?
Yeah, that's like actually
Okay.
saying that.
Okay.
And like, oh, where am I from? The more northern end.
Northern's not getting anything. Chromie gets pinged hard.
Excellent.
Yeah. But you say it and people, it's my God, bad taste. Ugh. And they sort of give you a little bit of a step around.
Oh shit. Time dragons don't exist in the linear format that we're used to. Something happened to Chromium this time.
Oh no.
But Northrend doesn't get anything. What else do you drop?
Oh, okay. What's this made out of? Is this a Kalim door? Like Kalim wood? Like a Kalim door?
Where are you saying that one?
He's being as subtle as a person with -2 to his charisma can
No,
be.
I've met Dirk. I've met Dirk.
You've met Dirk.
I've met Dirk.
So he walked up to just a door, like it's just that has
Yeah.
people around.
Yeah.
This is really more random chance than any.
This is
is
how
this?
Dirk
A
dies.
Kalimdor. That one is out.
This is how Dirk dies, making really shitty puns.
The
trying
other
to find
ones?
information.
The other ones I can excuse, but is this a Kalimdor? It is just too much.
Buys like a silver worth of nuts and be like, "Yeah, this is for the horde of kids that I've got back at the."
The Kalimdor comment. I rolled for it. There's a dwarf that's by this door, and they're extra hairy. Like it's kind of hard to tell. It's hard to sex a dwarf because they're all beard and hair, right? This one is almost just a complete fuzzball with eyes and some
Like
clothes
we're-
on. Like they're just so hirsute.
Cousin It level.
Yeah, it's just so hairy. But you say Kalimdor, you see the eyes sort of dart over at you, and they nictate. And they say to you in Druidic, I wouldn't mention the motherland here.
Itchy. Oh god. I've been deliberately trying to get somebody's attention.
Well, you did, and I'd be careful.
Right. Are we good talking to Druidic right here? Like, anybody gonna key in on this?
They look around. Shit, fuck, ass, cunt.
That's a good test. I'm gonna remember that one.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing. I'm not
Mhm.
from around these parts.
No.
Yeah, real fish out of water here. Did something happen to the dragon Chromie?
Fuck. What? Why you bring up the traitor?
Uh,
Oh God,
We
you're
went
not
a little bit.
You're not a bronze apologist, are you?
I really out of sort. Okay, when I said I'm not from around here, like I'm not from here. You gonna think I'm crazy? I'm from the future.
Aye.
You're taking it a lot better than I expected. We were sent back in time to stop some bad stuff from happening. And again, to avoid the paradoxes of telling you things that you shouldn't know and affecting, it's.
You were sent by the traitor.
I'm not going to go so far as to say that, but I'm a little stranded. And to my knowledge, bronze dragons have a little bit more control over the flow of time than
Bronze
other
dragons have
creatures
no
might.
control.
Controls maybe not. I'm just
They
trying
can't
to
be trusted. They overthrew all of the dragon flights. Well, they tried, at least.
this
They've
is
been
not
buried. They've been put in the ground where they belong. Time flows as it should. We're not beholden to any dragons and their ideas of where we should be going or no. If I were you, I'd keep a civil tongue in my head when it comes to the dragons, eh? And don't speak of the traitor.
This is all good knowledge to have. I bid you adieu, as us druids say. And Dirk just kind of turns and walks away. He's going to go look for Althar Grigzog.
Yeah. They give you a walk with the earth, mother, as you leave.
Yeah, that. Oh, shit.
Whoopsies.
So let's have a
Huh.
conflab, everybody. So you guys meet back up. We'll say it's been 30 minutes. So the coat, the because you gave some extra, you got a tabard and a small standard.
That's the little flag. They'll see the standard bouncing through the crowd. Well before they see Dirk.
Just like
Oh,
one of the
there he
Brazilian tour
is.
groups. You just see
That can only be one man. That's Dirk right there.
Dig.
Guys, couple of things. One,
Right.
here's a tabard for you. I got this made up all special. He moves the standard off to one arm. This is cool. Also, in Orcish, don't fucking talk about the bronze dragons.
Oh.
Right.
Don't do it.
Oh.
All right.
Why?
Sounds like that went bad.
So, to my understanding, the one who sent us here is considered a traitor. The bronze dragons tried to overthrow the rest of the dragon flights, and they have been put to ground, is my understanding. And this is my first fucking time hearing about that. So somebody
that
else.
You
My
guys want to
understanding.
make history checks.
Just about to ask if I could to see if that lined up with
I'm gonna let you
our.
guys start asking to make checks before I give you checks to make.
Oh, that's
apologize.
okay.
I've been deliberately just running with whatever assumptions I've made.
I know you almost got a roommate.
Yeah.
Almost.
13.
8.
16.
Um,
I'm doing okay mentally today.
yeah, we're in a good headspace. The traitor, overthrow, put to ground. If you replaced bronze dragonflight with black dragonflight, that's part of the War of the Ancients. That's how Niltharion became Deathwing.
Oh.
The black dragonflight in your timeline, the black dragonflight was almost completely wiped out when they tried to overthrow the other flights, and they all pretty much went sit and spin. So you get the idea that it wasn't the black dragonflight here, it was the bronze.
Fuck.
So not only did we get pushed back in time, we get pushed back to the wrong timeline.
Yeah.
Oof.
However,
It's the Murloc effect. You go back in time, you step on a Murloc, and you don't know how it's going to impact the timeline.
you
I've
do
stepped on
know
3 of those.
that dragons are. I'm getting major deja vu. Dragons are weirdly sentimental about each other because they are brothers and sisters, and they don't have a problem fighting with each other. But outright killing each other is a little trickier. So, like, you know that the black dragonflight, where y'all are from, were scattered. The survivors went underground. They went into hiding. But they didn't kill Deathwing. They threw him somewhere where he wouldn't be able to hurt anybody.
Oh.
Or so they thought. So you kind of have an idea that when they say put him in the ground, it's very specific. It's not frou-frou language for killed.
Literal.
It's, yeah.
Okay.
We
'Cause there was a-
buried him with rocks.
There's a mountain actually not very far from here where Deathwing was buried. So you don't know if it's the same mountain range for the bronze or not. But
So we're
yeah.
gonna
That
have
is a-
Chromie Wing in a few years.
But that is also a good place to start. If
Yeah, I mean, I think the big guy's got to fuck up Thrall real quick.
Right.
In your fancy new tabard, what do you guys think?
It's beautiful. Thank you
What?
so very much. It means a lot.
say?
Yeah. What does that mean?
It says you're about to die. Not
Oh,
you,
shit. All right.
your enemies. Yeah,
Oh, all right.
I'm blazing down your chest. You're about to die. I just
All
thought it was
right.
a good droidic. I thought it was a nice, relevant
Yeah, he immediately puts it on.
I like
Real
it.
tasteful. Real tasteful.
Mhm.
Like everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, it's so nice. It's in Druidic, old tongue." But yeah, it's really. I could have put a big middle finger on it and been like, "Haha, it's kind of what that is."
It is truly the
Um,
little black dress of tabards.
We have
And we
a
got a little standard.
we have a weapon and a
Awesome.
helmet coming up in about half an hour. Then magically the big fight happens.
Yeah.
We make a
You're
bunch
gonna
of money.
love the helmet idea I did, Dig. You're gonna love it. It's got bones.
I'm sure I will.
It's gonna be the same color as the armor. It's gonna be great.
Yellow brand. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
he found out that at least one dwarf knows about the horde, and he will lower his voice before he says the word horde.
Yeah. Yeah, she said we horde fuckers are always weird.
Man,
I was just surprised.
I'm not sure what to make of that. Nice.
I know, yeah, me neither.
What if she's
Ah.
a dragon in disguise?
It's possible.
At this point, really, nothing's gonna surprise me. I say that, but I know I'm gonna be surprised the next fucking corner I go around.
Also, how much money do either of you have, out of curiosity?
I got 9 gold left.
I got 3 gold,
They ask.
and I
because
intend on betting it all on Grigzag.
I thought
I
you were gonna
mostly
say for
ask
all.
because I pick out and he pulls out this big map. I spent almost all of my money on this map. So I was going to bet with my diamond, but I didn't know how big of a high roller this man was going to be. Wasn't sure
Well,
50 gold would be plenty or not.
Let's see what they bet first.
Yes, of course. I was just trying to tabulate income.
Yeah.
'Cause look, you can bet as much money as you want. Grigzag just can't lose.
Fair. This is fair.
Ooh, or just because I had the idea, you could offer something of equal value, like a real smart horse. Just in
where,
case.
but where would we find one of those?
I don't fucking know, Aletha. I'm just trying to save you some money because if we lose, I go away with him and then I just sneak off. He's not going to expect his real smart horse just to run away. That is what horses do. But he's not going to expect it to turn into a mouse and run away.
All right, well, we have plans. All right, then I suppose we kind of wander around until we're found to make bets.
Alright. I mean, it's like not like it's gonna be hard finding us, right? Because
No.
it's me
And the standard.
and the standard. I love the standard.
Are there any other like Kirintor mages out and about that I have seen?
Yeah, lot of it looks like students, members of the academy, that are wearing something very similar to what Jaina's in. So it's like shorter, between the like it hits on the calf, shorter sleeves, not as intricate. There are a few. There are a few full on, yeah, that are. You saw one at the wine bar, obviously.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and you noticed that there was one that was sort of trailing the honor guard that was with Arthas and Jaina. Mm-hmm. But yeah, not. You haven't seen a lot of them just in the rigmarole, as it were.
More than okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I guess let's just find a table to sit at, or something to sit at. for the next
Excellent.
half hour.
You can, you do. It's beautiful. I think that's a good place for us to take a break. And when we get back, it's fight time.
Ooh.
I'ma die.
Maybe.
Hopefully not.
Maybe. So let's go ahead. We'll do a quick 10. So we're gonna get some snacks and some drinks and stuff. We highly recommend that you do as well. Because come on, we're at a tourney. Get yourself a turkey leg. Let's go.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Or die straight.
Awesome.
So yeah. So we'll be
don't wanna
back
do
in
that.
10. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye bye. Hello! Welcome back from break. I hope everybody got a nice snacky. I know we all did. We're back for our second half of tonight's World of Warcraft game. We are in the past. Which past? We're not entirely sure. We've now found out that the Bronze Dragon flight has been put down, as it were, after it tried to, well, we don't entirely know why. We just know that they were put down, and are not as active as we would like for them to be if we're going to be able to go home. They ran into Aedalis Blackmore, a renowned jackass and slaver, who then orchestrated a bout between his monster and Alathar's. So we're not entirely sure what that means, but yeah, so that's coming up. Greg Zog has gotten some new armor and a weapon and a tabard and a standard. He's got all the toys and he's ready to play. And we had some very interesting conversations with people here about doors and maps. So I think that's a good, yeah, that's basically what happened, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It was not a
like
Callum
presents.
door.
It is not a
It was
good
just a regular
door.
door.
That was a great old calendar.
So the hour has passed. You guys have gotten the war pick. So it's standard. Excuse me. It's not a plus to anything, unfortunately. But it is a war pick.
Because it is a war pick, though, and I have it, I'm going to make it my bounded weapon. So it does get its plus ones.
Let me get to the helmet and then we'll talk about that.
Okay.
So the helmet it's kind of square. It looks very much like a standard orc face, like a square jaw with tusks coming out. But the tusks are very clearly jagged bone pieces. And framing out the sides of it are more bone pieces, almost like it's making a bone jaw. And the like, it's less of bones are sticking out at weird places. It's more like an orc that's been just adorned with bones. It's very gothic, but very almost kind of pretty, but definitely fucking badass. So with the sword or with the pick, in order to put the runes on it, you need a specific forge. The only forge that exists right now that can do what you need it to do is in Northrend.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I know.
I forgot about this shit.
Yeah. So it's still just a war pick for now. However, I'm gonna message you something. So if you guys can just talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
It's like a shot of espresso on a scoop of ice cream. Affogato.
Right.
Oh, god damn it. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Good night,
I'm
good
gonna
night, folks.
I'm gonna keep hitting you guys with this. That's the runner up
Do
to
it.
my Callum door.
Good night, folks.
Perfection.
It was a fun run, but we will be canceling our World of Warcraft game after tonight because of Andrew's bullshit.
Hey, no, when Meg gets tired of my bullshit, she'll murderize my character, and I will know that it's time to play a series of.
It's time to calm down a little bit.
I'll play Bray Grimdark, the super serious ranger that's just here for business.
Hey, now you'll be stepping on my turf.
When either Mac doesn't even have to like do anything to kill Durg, she can just be like, Durg died of high cholesterol.
All that butter came back
All
to
that
butter.
butter. Got it.
I don't. I'm just with you. It's just an active. It's a waiting game. I don't have to do shit. I just let you live your life, and eventually, well, not eventually, you will die soon. That's just.
I had one character die, and yeah, he died twice. Twice.
Twice.
He died twice. Talon's gonna live forever.
Yeah, because we removed Saride from his life, so he's safe now.
I think the most damage he
Saride,
took
friendly fire
was getting
ranger.
lit on fire by Saride the first time he showed up.
You're welcome.
Because yeah, everybody else he just teleported further and further away from him. Nice.
All right, so, with that information being shared, you so you have your pieces. You make your way towards the tourney. Unless there's anything else you guys wanted to do before.
No. I think we're good.
Cool.
Yeah.
You make it there because you did, you can make it anywhere. The barriers for the joust are being removed as you guys make your way in. They're
Making our way.
So we're gonna do a WoW counter and a making our way counter.
Wow.
Instead of being like an amphitheater, so it's circle, you're like everyone's seated all the way around. It's just on the long sides, one and the other. The side to, as you guys are entering, to your right is all sort of general admission. It's about 7 tiers up of stadium, like wooden stadium seating. Lots of bodies. It's completely chocked full. And you can see there's a bunch of humans. There's some elves. You see a large section of Kirin Tor. That it just looks like a bunch of kids, right? And you see a couple of older, full robed mages that are maybe chaperoning. You don't know. With them scattered throughout, you see a bunch of dwarves. You see goblins. You do see a couple of elves. They're mostly in Kirin Tor robes, but you do see a couple in very familiar green and gold armor, with the hoods up. They're just chilling, minding their business, and enjoying. And I'm shedding into my mouth. Shedding. Don't look at me. Don't perceive me right now. On the other side is some general seating, but this seems slightly more elevated clientele. Very much more human. And in the center, there's a dais that's covered. And the seats there are, instead of benches, are chairs that are a little more comfortable looking. You see in the middle on the front is a makeshift throne with the crest of Lordaeron on the back. If you guys want to do a perception check of the crowd, but if you want to do like specifically the royal box to see who all's in there before people get announced.
18.
18, 19.
8.
You're focused, man. Come on. You don't get hype. You stay hype. What's up? You have your earbuds in the background, just listening to whatever. Just Nora Jones before you go out. You see, you obviously see Arthas sitting next to him, a little bit to the on the second row, behind him, off to his shoulder, is Jaina Proudmore. There are guards standing in front of this box and sort of not all the way around it, but they're there. You definitely see their snipers on the top. They're not. They're not making they're not making a show of it, but it's also fuck around, find out.
Yeah, they're also not making a show of hiding it.
Yeah, exactly. This is not the day, and they are not the guards. You see, seated on the same row as Jaina, Blackmore. Next to him in a chair that he actively pulls so that it's directly connecting to his, is Taretha, and he has a hand on her knee. Her hands are sort of folded, not on her lap, so she's kind of keeping them on her rib cage, and she's looking around. She doesn't necessarily seem uncomfortable, but it seems normal to her, that this is commonplace. There is also sitting next to, on the same level as Arthas, is a dwarf with a red beard that's completely jeweled and gold clasped. Buff as fuck. Just looks gnarly, and next to him is a keg that he just taps every once in a while and drinks. But he's very, very chill. He also, you see him and Arthas talking and laughing, and you can even from this far back, you can hear the dwarf laughing. It's loud, it's raucous as hell, and you can just see beer and cheese flying out of his mouth whenever he does. It's, oh god, I love dwarves. It's wonderful. Yep. He's a buff baby. And then on the other side, on the left-hand side of Arthas, is a figure. This is a very specific chair. It's dark wood, almost looks like metal. The cushions in it are dark, deep purple. The figure is robed in a plum-colored velvet with deep midnight satin on the inside and little intricate pieces. A full hood is up and covering butter-colored hair. I know, but calm down. I know. I said the word.
Eat it right now.
Eat her hair.
Eat it.
You're eating hair.
Durg's in love.
This butter-colored hair that sort of softly curls and falls. The face is a little obscured with the hood, which does come to a bit of a point. Next to them, they're keeping a hand on it, but it's not fully, they're not white-knuckling it, is a staff. Black. It looks like either very shiny lacquered black wood or buffed, buffed so it's not as shiny obsidian. You're not entirely sure. And the top of it is carved to look like a perched raven on the stick. Or on the staff, on the tip of the staff. So that's what you see.
Wow. Durg is probably doing the boxing coach thing,
Absolutely.
yeah, good guy. Get in there. You gotta hit him. You gotta hit him real hard. And while he's doing this, I am going to cast Bear's Endurance, enhance ability, Bear's Endurance. So you have advantage on Constitution checks, and you get 9 temporary hit points.
Shit, all right.
So that's an hour as long as I'm concentrating on it.
Okay.
Right. I can do this. Right.
Strong as a bear. You're fast as one of those chocobos. Taps you on the knee. We're going to cast Long Strider on you as well. This does not take concentration, so your movement speed is increased by 10. Yeah. Is dexterous as an alley cat. Punches you in the other knee. He's going to cast Jump.
Jesus.
So your your jump speed is tripled.
All right.
Your jump distance is tripled.
Okay. Like jump speed.
Also not constitution or concentration. So.
Right.
I'll allow it. Althar, you got anything?
No, the dust in his steps, as he walks in, he doesn't know that he's doing it, but he's just casting thaumaturgy to make them sound a little bit heavier footfalls. That's all I got. All of my other shit is very personal and is very just hurt. It's not buff your friends.
I mean, for no reason, I just Eldritch Blast.
I just hurt people. Yeah, I Eldritch Blast him. You got this, dude.
Muscle spasm. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
That thing where you punch someone in the arm and you got him at the wrong spot. Like, God, why?
If I didn't have to concentrate on that enhancement spell, I'd totally throw a nice supportive message up in the sky like I did before when we were on the way to the party with you. Or maybe just something like, "Hey, Thrall, Gramash dies."
Yeah, very, very supportive. Yep.
Got it. Okay. Megan's like, we need to learn what supportive means.
So we are entering from one end.
Yes.
Is there another end where somebody else is entering? Because said that Blackmore is up in the fancy people bands. So is there a contestant being carted in?
Yes. So as you are walking in, right there, and there's like a little, like a boxing coach set up for the two of you, with a spit bucket and the the towels and everything. There's one on the other side, and you see two men in two humans in armor, but they're not it's just like breastplates and greaves. Like they're not wearing shirts underneath it. They're scarred and tanned, and they're very much jarhead buzz cuts, and they're strapping. They're not strapping into armor, which is the weird thing. They are rewrapping on a great axe and sharpening and doing some extra bit, putting it looks like oil and then this red dust or clay that meshes with the oil on your opponent's skin, so it forms these odd patterns. You see another orc, green skin, very, very large, black hair that's braided, a little bit of a black beard, in this sort of bare skin, tunic-y loincloth number, with this giant weightlifter's belt, no shirt, some leather boots, and then this giant fuck-off war axe that's got some little bits, it's wrapped in leather hide on the handle or on the haft, and it's got little pieces of leather thongs just hanging down with beading and bone, almost as decoration. A small, waifishly thin man in black and red comes out from from the royal box. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, citizens of Lordaeron, welcome to the second event in today's tourney. As always, we fight for the glory of Lordaeron and its jewel prince, Arthas Menethil. Applause. And people, Today's bout is especially special, but it is also being viewed by the Lady Jaina Proudmoore, scion of the Kirintar, Lord Amerald's daughter of, what the fuck are they called? Of Cool Tiras. That gets tepid response.
Great, Dirk's met Jaina. She seemed like a nice girl. He's going to like shoulder his standard and just clap really loudly, just to counter the tepid response.
She kind of picks up on it and looks around like, who the fuck is clapping? She can't really see him. She's just low-key confused.
And last time she saw me, I was a goat. So
Also true.
Oh my
That's
god!
fair.
Yeah, she wouldn't know. We are also joined by King under the mountain, Muradin Bronzebeard. Long may his stony thighs wave. And the dwarf stands up on his chair and cheer. Everyone
64
loses
years
their
tops.
fucking mind. Just, loses their minds over this guy. Because he's. Listen, I may not like Alliance, but
Hey.
Beard and Bronzebeard's what's up.
Okay, this is me as a player.
Yep.
He dies during like pre-cataclysm, right? Like he passes. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Can I make an intelligence check to see how exactly Durg can pinpoint his death in the history?
You can make an intelligence check or a history check. Yeah.
You have
Whichever
less
you
than
prefer.
24 hours to live. Enjoy that.
That is a dirty 20. And as exactly as Durg can do it, he's just gonna yell out the date.
Oh, it's not a date. You don't have a date because Megan doesn't have
Okay.
dates. We're not fucking doing this.
We don't have to like come up with the exact date.
You
but-
know how he dies.
However it is, Durg is just gonna like yell it
Yeah,
out.
you look at him and you almost get like this tunnel vision moment of Muradin Bronzebeard is the unfortunate soul who found Frostmourne first. He showed Arthas where it was and told him it shouldn't be used because it was cursed and too powerful. And Arthas had something to say about that.
Right. So Durg just yells, Don't touch the sword in the ice! Don't touch it! And just because I know it's gonna be lost in the voices. I just like the idea of
He's trying.
Still
just-
feeding future information out.
just feeding it out there.
Yeah.
I also love that this is the same Durg that has talked about the Murloc effect and how we should be careful not to step on Murlocs because we don't know what it will affect in the future.
Telling
No, he didn't
people
say
about
be
their
careful.
future,
He just
perfectly
explained.
fine.
He just explained how it happens.
Fair.
It is now. Durg lives in a sewer. He doesn't care that much about the exact state of the future.
So not only does Durg is just like, this is how the Murloc effect works. Durg's also like, this is how it works, and then we watch him step on every Murloc he finds.
Uh-huh. Let me show you.
Yeah.
You see that?
That's the Murloc effect, baby. Baby.
See, I told you I was right about the Murloc effect.
Also, so Muradin Bronzebeard, and also, we are most honored and fortunate that the great guardian herself has deigned to visit us here from her tower at Karazhan. Ladies and gentlemen, the guardian of Tirisfal Glades, Aegwyn! And the figure in the robe pushes the robe, like the hood back a little bit, doesn't stand, there is uproarious applause. No one woos or anything. It's very. But it's almost fanatical. And she nods. She nods, and Arthas gives her like a, if you will, and she takes her staff and gives it to thaumaturgy bangs. Thank you, my lady. The fight will now begin. The challenger, oh fuck! Did you guys actually give him your name? Did you guys give him a name? What'd you sign up as?
Grigzog Crescent Tooth of the Hordlings.
Okay. The challenger. Oh lord. Grigzog Crescent Tooth of the Horde. And
Lings.
I know what you said.
I know.
Who will be fighting our most illustrious champion? The undefeated, unmatched, immitigable champion from Durnhold Keep, Blackmoor's Thrall. Lose their shit. People are throwing stuff into the thing. You see women just flash, men flash. Everybody's going nuts for Thrall. As you see him come out and he does the gladiator, are you not entertained? A couple of people that are close and like on the poor side, like hold babies out for him to kiss or something, and he doesn't, but he just waves at everybody. He walks up to the royal box. He bows, a very good, like a good court bow, to Arthas, who nods, and you see the announcers just, oh, he thinks he's people, it's wonderful. Like, it's just going, yeah. You see him nod in acknowledgement to Blackmoor, who gives him a nod, and then very, very subtly, he gives a little one to Taretha as well, who, the eye that isn't close to Blackmoor, she winks at him, and he turns and starts, I don't know, limbering up, and looks to Grigzog.
Grigzog will head out of his corner into wherever he's supposed to stand, and he still has the helmet on. He walked in with the helmet on, and will get within an amicable distance from Thrall, and he will take the helmet off to look at Thrall, because I'm assuming because he's an orc, he's heard of Thrall at some point in time throughout history.
Mm-hmm. Thrall was war chief for ages. While you were being made, he was war chief.
Mm-hmm. So he takes the helmet off, like flips it and stares at the face of it, and stares at Thrall. And Orcish just goes, "It's an honor to meet you in the flesh."
He nods, looks over to the box, kind of for permission, and then holds out an arm.
We'll take it.
He does the clasp. Good fight.
Good fight.
And then he goes, like maybe 30 feet away. It's not.
Yeah.
We're not. All right.
So he puts the helmet back on.
Yeah, let's roll for initiative.
Oh, Grigzog!
Probably not.
I know we're chilling for Grigzog and all, but we are seeing like a hero of the Horde up close. Just this in the side out there. They realize that loincloth is doing nothing. It looks like there's a toddler holding onto a coconut. Like
Very, very much so.
like an elderly toddler. Like we're thinking like a 4-year-old. What I'm saying is the boy is thick. Like shit.
Thicker than a snick and heavy like Chevys.
God bless it. What'd you get?
Got an 11.
Yeah, his 18's gonna beat that. So,
Oh, Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ.
figured.
he gets to his corner, or a little bit away.
Mm.
You see him start to breathe really deep and heavy, and lets out this roar. Crowd goes crazy. He goes into a rage.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to. You know what? Yeah, he's gonna do that because I want those. No, he's not blinded. Let's stop that D&D Beyond. He's going to take 2 swings at you. And they're just coming regular. Because I can't do the other thing. 17 hit?
Misses,
Yeah.
actually.
Does 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So you take 9 slashing?
Alright.
And that's gonna be it for him for now. Yeah. You're up.
Alrighty then. Brandishing the new war pick he got, he's gonna swing twice at him. I'm assuming a 14 misses.
14 hits.
Oh shit, he takes 10 piercing damage.
He's shirtless and wearing a loincloth that's not covering up much
I
of anything.
don't
so-
know. This man could have insane ace.
This is
bullshit
fair.
out.
He doesn't yet, so
Oh, that terrifies me. The second swing, 15 to hit for 14 piercing damage.
sorry.
And he's gonna throw a divine smite on that one. Well, an undivine smite.
Ooh, okay.
Which is because I'm assuming this man does not count as anything.
He doesn't count as anything.
No,
Fuck all.
Kill
not
him.
specific to this.
Become the new war chief.
3.
Kill him so the Dirge may take his rightful place as war chief.
Okay, 8, 16.
I now understand why Durg cast all of those buffs.
He takes 20 extra necrotic damage as this black pulse of magic just.
I need you to make a stealth check.
Okay.
Or a sleight of hand, excuse me.
18.
Okay. Excellent. You pass. So you let off these couple of hits. They don't. No one seems to notice that you are doing extra saucy damage. So yeah, Thrall takes it. The first like the normal hit, he was kind of bouncing off. Necrotic gets into him, and you see it like go up through his veins. Ooh, he's not happy. He spits. And we're gonna go again. I think we are. Yeah, 19.
Yes.
Beautiful. 10 slashing.
Mm-hmm.
This is all magical, by the way. So
Yep.
Okay,
I have
just-
no type of resistance.
okay, just wanted to. Oh yeah, that 24 is gonna hit.
Yes, it will.
That's 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a bonus action, you see his eyes start to get a little. They look like sea before the storm. They're normally like just brown, They're getting very pale blue, and you see little arcs of lightning, electricity start to zap off of him. He blinks them away. Jesus God. But you are going to make a dex save.
Okay. Failed.
Okay.
Saying it because I rolled a 6.
No, that's cocked and we both know it. You take 3 points of lightning damage as this storm starts to arc off of him. It's your turn.
All right.
He's bloodied, by the way. I just want to let you know. After one turn, he's bloodied.
So, like, can Grigzog like make an insight check to see like, if he's holding back in any way, shape, or form?
Make an insight
Because
check.
he's heard if he's heard all these war stories, surprised it's not like immediately getting destroyed. 17.
He doesn't seem to be holding back.
Okay.
You do notice, though, that the electricity damage you took kind of surprised him a little bit.
In Orcish would just say, "We ask for a fair fight and a good one. Go all out. Do it. Give in to that rage." And he's
He
only
is
gonna smack him once.
Okay.
That's gonna be 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
16 piercing damage.
Okay. Okay.
And he only hits him once.
Okay. You're not gonna add anything else on it?
No.
No? Okay. Remember when you were like, Thrall's gonna kill me?
Ow. Everyone's reaction was I was just like, cool, murder time. Watch me get puny godded around this fucking battle.
13's gonna miss. 22's gonna hit.
Yes.
10 points of slashing. And I need you to make another dex save.
10 flat.
Yeah, so you take 6 points of electric. Boogie,
Okay.
boogie, boogie.
Cool. I am not bloodied.
Yeah, he's going, man. Like he's going. Dirk, just out of curiosity, because we know that Alethor would be dead. Where would you be if?
How
with the
much?
amount of-
How much damage has been? Grig's like, how much damage have you taken? Like, what's the?
Out of my 49 original hit points, well, actually, it would have been 58. I'm down to 9 hit HP, so I've taken over 40 damage.
I'd be at 2,
You're not
but
bloody.
I'm also much easier to hit. So I'd probably be unconscious as well.
So we'll tack that onto the insight that that's who he's used to fighting. He's not used to fighting orcs and plate mail.
He's not used to fighting someone that can actually smack back, type of deal. Or
Nope. Also, sometimes we have bad days. Sometimes the dice give me 7s.
And also, like, we are used to
that's a good point.
Thrall of Legend, Thrall the war chief, leader of the Horde, and that's
You
not
guys are used to
necessarily.
Thrall a century in advance.
Yeah.
You guys
used
are
to
also
Thrall
babies.
the threat. Yeah, used to
You guys are
Thrall the
also
threat.
babies. Thrall is a baby too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair.
Baby Thrall.
So all of our reactions
Baby
being like
Thrall,
in character, being like, "Oh, you're gonna die," we're warranted. Just maybe a little bit overestimate.
All right.
Aw. But I'll tell you what, you keep saying, go ahead, kill me, give me more. You're pissing him off really good, so well done.
Push,
Yeah.
push.
Your turn.
12 to hit.
Misses.
All right. Natural 20 to hit.
Hits.
All right,
Alethar yells out, "End him!"
All right. So
That's the war chief yelling about him ending.
It's
the,
fine. It's fine. You wanted to be war chief, right?
Do we have the what is it, the royalty-free Mortal Kombat music on now?
so 7, 14, 21 points of piercing damage in total.
Okay. Halved to 10. Still up.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, no, that's where he's not gonna pump anything else into that.
No?
No, not
Okay.
no, because he knows what necrotic does. And he doesn't exactly want to kill this.
Okay. He will... Please, baby God. Oh, look, another 7.
If Gregzog does kill him, you think we should find my parents and like give them a little heads up what I need to become war chief?
I think in the century between now and then, somebody else will step up.
I think I know the answer. Does a 16 hit?
16 misses.
Yeah. So he swings wide on both of those, and make an insight check.
Not bad. That is an 18.
Yeah. So
Natural 20 minus 2.
So the first one, he just like hits, completely misses, but his body turns so he's facing the royal box, and you just happen to, like, you're prepping to block the next one. You catch his eyes as they move up over the box. He very much gets a look at Blackmore and Taretha, and his, like, Blackmore's hands are trying to get under her skirt, like under her dresses, and she's she's kind of squirming a little.
Uncomfy.
Yeah, and that's
Uncomfy.
completely what makes him whiff the second one.
Uncomfy.
And
Very
he's
uncomfy.
not even looking at you
Yeah.
for what's coming next. Your turn. Don't kill Blackmore here. All I'm gonna say.
Just like,
That's all I'm
I've
gonna
thrown the
say.
pick once. No,
Yeah.
I'm just not going to do that here.
Just need one good hit. It's like, we could do this, and we should do this.
It's just not now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Kirk's like smart enough not to do that.
Oh, okay. Listen, I get mad when men are assholes, and I'm like, I could go to jail for this.
I've done pettier shit for less. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be in Orcish. He just like very in a low grumble. It just goes, "I can help you with that, but first we need to finish this." And it's just gonna smash him again twice.
Yeah.
18 to hit
Hits.
for 13 piercing damage.
6. Okay.
And then the next one is going to be a 22 to hit for 15 piercing damage.
That'll do it. That'll take him down to 0.
Mm.
Even with that half. So, yeah, you smack him. He goes like, he sails full, stops, and like the minute he's prone, you see him do like the leg flip, because Orcish resilience, he comes back after 0.
Yeah.
He's up, bleeding, he spits again. You see like the necrotic start to fade out of him, but he just like, he spits up a little bit of blood, but mostly like this ichor. And looks at you and nods and doesn't, and faces the box, but isn't keeping his head up. And the announcer, my God, by the light, it's been an upset. The challenger has unseated the champion. And people are, oh my guys, I'm mad. Arthas and Bronzebeard stand up and are just applauding because it was a good fight. You guys put a real good show. You see that the two of you can notice the Guardian is watching Grigzog, as is seated directly behind her the gentleman in the silver armor with the hammer that was sort of hovering around Arthas earlier. Her face is inscrutable. She is just a piece of marble. His face, very scrutable. And you had a really good sleight of hand check. But not a lot gets past Uther Lightbringer.
Yeah. I figured someone would see that.
Oh, yeah. And listen, when you've got one job on this ship and it's tapping out anything that's not about the light, you tend to see it everywhere. So when that shit signs your paychecks, you know what I mean? So he's looking a little less pleased, but it's not... You don't get the feeling that he's 2 seconds from like arresting you or following you or anything. Because also, this shit exists in the world, otherwise there wouldn't be a reason to have paladins.
Yeah.
So
little did he know, we're just cut from the same cloth, just different corners.
maybe.
Kind of.
You should try telling him that. I think it would work really well.
Oh, I'm sure it will go great. Nothing bad will happen.
No, nothing at all.
They are two sides of the same coin.
You see Blackmore gets up and moves to the bottom of the thing and actually holds a hand out to Arthas, who shakes it and gets shaken very callously by Blackmore. Everybody make perception checks for me real quick.
That is a natural 20 for 28.
Jesus.
11.
I finally rolled a natural 1.
There it is.
-1.
I think it's very fitting that it's Andrew and Durg that sees this. He walks up. He's not manhandling the Crown Prince, but he's not handshaking like he should be. And you see he's got his lips are just red. And like his teeth are red. He's just been drinking wine the entire time. And his face is starting to get flushed. And you've also watched his demeanor change from jackass. He wasn't necessarily rude to Alethar, who he sees as an equal, right? Yeah. Earlier. But he is now moving into the prince's space. He was trying to feel up Taretha in a public place. As it is known that as Blackmore's sober is not a problem, but he's rarely sober, and when he's drunk, he's awful. He's violent, he's crass, and he gets worse as he gets older. So he stands at the edge. He shakes Arthas's hand and makes a loud enough show of it that he and Arthas had a bet going. Obviously, he bet on Thrall, and Arthas bet on Grigzog.
Interesting.
I think seeing this going on and holding the standard, Dirk might get lit up by a bunch of snipers for this, but he's going to bear the standard and like walk towards Arthas.
Yeah. But you can't get to him, like he's
towards him. If I may present the champion of the bout, Grigzog, like to Arthas, and like do just a shitty little bow. Like Dirk's trying. It's not like he's being disrespectful. It's just a shitty bow.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're fine. Arthas is a little taken aback. Yes, of course. Very well played. Very well fought. My God, that was amazing. Uther, did you see those swings? I haven't seen anyone fight like that since you. I would be honored if you would sup with us. Obviously not tonight. It's the midsummer, but soon, at your earliest convenience, if you come to the castle and let them know that you're actually. He sort of like feels around, and Jaina just like hands him something with like a signet press on it, like a seal. Oh, thank you. Let it be known that the champion, Grigzog?
Yes, your highness.
Champion Grigzog is welcome at Lordaeron Palace whenever he and his entourage shall deem it timely, in recompense whereof of a job very well done. And like he hands it to you and starts the applause again, and everyone's
luckily Grigzog's wearing a helmet because he's like, the fuck.
Thank you. Thrall gives you a nod and starts walking back. While that's happened, Taretha has taken the opportunity to get the fuck out of the box and is sort of waiting for him with the two handlers in the corner. And you see her like take out she has a satchel, like a bag, and it's got some cloth in it and things. She starts to kind of like clean him up and bandage some of his scrapes.
Like if I'm capable to make it to Thrall.
You can stop him before he gets there.
Oh, I think he's too distracted, realizes he's all the way over there, and then just pardon me, excuse me please, I would just like to talk to my fellow combatant over there for just a half a second, if that is fine with you, your majesty.
Yes, of course. What's his face? Blackmore and Bronzebeard are having a very specific drunk conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been sort of taken care of, and he just sort of stands there and is like, "Oh, I don't know what to do with myself right now." Your
Majesty, I was curious if I could just pick your brain. Dirk's just going to try to make small chat with the prince.
Oh, sure. Yes, of course.
You ever made your way up to Stratholme? I hear it's beautiful. The people never get sick there.
Stratholme is lovely. I'm sure they do get sick. People do.
None of them. Like, I hear it's like the healthiest.
The healthiest fucking town in the world.
It's the last place I would ever worry about any sort of plague-like event. Dirk is actively fucking with the timeline at this point.
We might as well.
Ensuring that it's gonna happen. Yeah, you make it over. He puts the two handlers. He's like, I'll be blah blah blah. And Taretha too. You see a very small hand squeeze between the two of them, and he comes over. Well fought. Holds out the arm again.
Very well fought. You too. Clasps one hand over the hand, and he pumps 25 points of healing into him with lay on hands, just to close up his wounds.
Yeah, he gets reinvigorated. He just looks at you. Oh, thank you. That's...
I am not a natural thing, as I'm very well sure you could see. In our fight, I'm very honored to have fought you, and if you ever rise to a state of Faire, I will back you.
I'm not...
He's saying this completely in Orcish.
Yeah, every time he talks back to you, it's in common. I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about, but good fight. And
He like tilts his head,
thank you.
and then in common says, "Do not speak orc."
I've been responding to you.
Or it's just you've been speaking normal tongue. I was curious if it like understand. Yes, not
He
speak.
he holds up his hand and cracks his knuckles and sort of like massages down, and you see that his non-dominant hand is a little swollen. The knuckles are out of joint and stuff, and you see that the fingers, all of the fingers, have been broken several times and then placed back. He holds up and in orc says, "That's what happens when I speak orc," and switches back to common. So I don't anymore.
No, that's not right. Not at all.
Well fought. Thank you. And he turns and goes back. The handlers give him a towel and like a shirt, and they get him out of his loincloth and put some pants on him.
Is Alethar watching at all? Grigzog from a distance?
From the box. Yeah, because he hasn't moved really, just because he doesn't. He is both shocked, impressed, and also just like isn't sure how much attention anything. So he's. Do you?
All right, you would, from your distance, whatever interaction happened when he goes to walk away, you see the head snap to the side again for a split second, and just anyone who's nearby, Grigzog would just hear in a strange voice, "I'm not a fan of that," and before turning around and shaking his head and heading back towards Alethar to stand by your side.
You are awarded, apart from the apparently like a open invite to slumber party with Arthas. You are awarded 150 for your purse.
Nice. That goes to Alethar.
Oh,
immediately.
thank you.
Because we're still Grigzog's still doing the whole like I'm your servant thing. So if he gets handed coin, you watch.
I mean, it wouldn't get handed to you. I'm saying
okay.
this is what is delivered to the group.
Okay.
Is you guys get 150.
Okay.
Yeah, as the purse. You have a bunch of like endorsement deals from some of the blacksmiths.
Okay.
Definitely the one that made your pick. You get a business card, like a small flyer, and it's to Alethar. It's in Elvish. That the person's name is Kulira. Mooneves.
Moon-Eve?
Yeah, just like it's spelled, like an eaves of moon.
Sure.
Make a. I don't want this to be. This is weird. This is weird. guys, it's weird. Sometimes I forget what all of the skill checks are. Make an investigation check. Make an investigation check. Yeah.
A 15?
Okay, so the note that's or like the flyer that you're given for Kalira is in it's in Elvish, but they use a lot of very archaic word. Almost it's like Chaucer archaic, and with the spelling as well.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I will look at the letter that we interesting later. His pocket. Is Durg still chatting up the prince?
Thrall? Oh, Durg, yeah.
Are you familiar with the Windrunners up to us?
After the Strathholm attempt, the guards sort of do the, hey, sir, we have things that we need to do. We're so sorry. And he, right, thank you. And you get the, like, Arthas badly needs to be told what to do. He just, it's not that he doesn't have a thought in his head. He's just 17 and has been told what to do his entire life and is very good at following orders, but you just got to tell him what to do and he can do it. So they're moving on. It's because it is the Midsummer Festival. And you saw this on your way in. The middle of Amber Mill, which kind of dips a little bit with this like big meeting area, is just the largest bonfire you've ever seen. It's almost the size of a house, and there's some smaller fire pits and stuff. But you see, I guess it's afternoon now, maybe about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. That the attention is starting to move towards that because as sunset hits, people want to do the fire things. You actually see the druid dwarf you were speaking to earlier is doing work around the fire pits and is summoning fire elementals to help and to just sort of chill and be there. Because it's fire time. Yes.
The mage?
Yes.
She, once the fight is done, is she just chilling in the box until other people leave, or does she like get up to leave immediately, or?
Now that Arthas is clearing out, it looks like she's starting to. She's giving it like last looks and going, I could go.
Gotcha.
I could go. Or at least she's gonna leave the box.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good fight, Chris. Good fight, Greg. Oh, sorry.
Yes. So all this is happening. Taretha comes up to you. All three of you, because we're still in the pit, I guess.
Yeah.
She's a little fidgety, but it doesn't seem like it's like she's afraid of you guys. She may just be a naturally fidgety person or has like a shit ton of energy and can't do anything about it right now. So she's hello. She curtsies. It's a little awkward, but it's very practiced. She's trying.
Durg curtsies back.
Oh, that's very good. My name is Taretha Fox. I'm the personal secretary for Lord Blackmore, and he would like to extend his first congratulations to you, champion. Very well fought, and would like to offer a meal and company at Durnhold Keep, if whenever you should find your footsteps meeting his door.
Is Blackmore within eyesight?
He's still with Bronzebeard, and they've now gotten to the. Let me tell you something you don't know about yourself. Okay, let me just tell you something you don't know about yourself. You're beautiful. You're so strong. And people just don't see that, but they're gonna see it. They've gotten to that point of drunk.
Krig's gaze just drifts. And like little blue lights can be seen glowing through the eyepiece of the helmet. And he just turns back and goes, if we make it there, it would be quite an interesting occasion to meet face to face with this Blackmore.
He would be very honored, and also told me to tell you that it can be arranged for you to eat with the thrall, if you would be so inclined.
Yes, that would
Would be perfect.
interesting. Yes.
Wonderful. Well,
Stay safe.
yes, you too. And we will see you when fortune deems it so. Curtsies and
Quick, before you go,
yes.
how long has Thrall been with Blackmore?
Oh, about 20 years.
Is he well taken care of?
Yes, he has his fill of food, and he has his own solo hut in the holding area, and he gets to train with the rest of the soldiers. He's taken care of.
Rigsog places his hand on your shoulder and like squeezes just ever so slightly.
Oof. You seem close to him. Is he? I know the answer to this, but is he happy to be with Blackmore?
Oh, well, I'm sure I don't know. He doesn't discuss such things with me, but he seems pleased to be a champion and a credit to the sport. You watch, and her eyes she's going down a list of prepared statements. Like, she's trying to remember stuff she's supposed to say.
Will he be punished for his loss tonight? Today?
I don't believe so. After all, there were extenuating circumstances. Yourself, you're quite evenly matched in the physical department, and he also was not wearing armor. I can't imagine that he would be upset for things that are out of his control. But I don't know. I don't know. No, he would never.
Of course he would never. I apologize for asking. Is Blackmore? How quickly is Blackmore willing to range either of our dinner and?
Oh, well, however long. Possibly not this evening because of the fires, but a day
All
or
right,
two.
that's perfectly fine. I was not trying to impose a deadline. Sure, yes.
Yes. Durnhold is a proper keep, like all the others, and we are able to accommodate guests at a moment's whim.
Of course. Well, thank you for letting us know.
Yes, of course. Is there anything else?
Look to the other.
All I can think of. Thanks for the invite. I appreciate it. You seem like a delightful young lady.
Thank you. Thank you. Curtsies and
In Orcish, no idea if Alethar speaks Orcish, but he knows Grigzog does.
Yeah.
We're fucking killing that guy, right?
And
Like, he's
very
just fucking
plain orc.
gone.
He just in the most, because he's still holding Alethar's shoulder, and I'm not sure.
Alathar's at half hit points
you
now
cut
just from
out.
shoulder
You
damage.
cut out halfway. Your hand is still on his shoulder.
I'm
What?
sorry.
It's all good.
Yes, you just squeeze, and I don't know if like Alathar's trying to get out of that yet.
I mean,
Althor's fainted.
yes. He's
The only thing keeping him up is that death grip on his shoulder.
I mean, yeah, he is. I mean, he also doesn't. If there is anybody in this group that understands the importance of an image in front of other people, it's Alathar. So he wasn't immediately trying to shy away from your hand with people present, but you can feel him.
If it
very
makes you feel better,
slightly-
there's a gauntlet. It is gauntleted this time.
Fair, but he is also like ever
Yeah,
so
don't touch
slightly
me.
trying to duck
Yeah.
his shoulder.
Hey,
out.
feel like
sun's
no.
getting real low, big guy. Sun's getting real low. Yeah, I've never been more excited for a dinner invitation in my life because that dude's
Going
an
to be one
asshole.
to die for.
Real low sun, real pat, bud. Pet the bunny, and Dirk is going to turn into a rabbit.
Anytime you bring up like death, if you guys are paying attention, like the little because he's wearing the helmet, so like the little flames that you know are his eyes. So like the helmet's just starting to like glow a little bit from the inside every so often. Before he shakes his head again.
So
all right.
with two wonderful dinners on the horizon and a night of midsummer festivities and 150 gold burning a hole in their pockets, I think that's a good place for us to take a break for tonight. By break, I mean stop. So we've already taken a break.
It'll be a week-long break.
Break
yeah.
two.
Yep, a
It's like a
week-long
week-long break. So do what you got to do. Go to work. Go to sleep. Eat. Take your kids to school. Get some
hopefully
food.
eat.
Get some water. And when we get back, we'll continue the game. But thank you guys so much for being here. Absolutely appreciate it. Thank you guys. I know things got a little awkward with the shenanigans in the royal box, but hey, we're gonna kill Blackmore. That
Yes.
is a Megan guarantee.
Yep.
So
Yes.
I knew that was
Yes.
going to happen the first time we met him. I didn't even like. Everything else has just been gross gravy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Locked
that
in
man-
It's
murder.
exactly
Just
what
put
that
it in
man
the pot.
is.
That man walked into camera, and we were like, "Oh, he's dead." Before he even
I didn't even know
touched-
who he was.
Oh, dead
but he
man
was just
walking.
Like for everybody at home, I've never read into any type of World of Warcraft lore. But the moment that man walked in and he referred to me as a pet, I was like, I'm gonna kill that man.
Both of you are pets.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill
because
this man.
World of Warcraft is filled with awful people that do deserve to die.
Yes,
Yay.
we're going to make
Um,
sure they all do.
Slowly, even if I have to do questionable things for.
That's
We're just
We
gonna
will
step
be
on
the
all the
scourge of Azeroth.
Y'all
I
are
will create the
are the ones who
scars.
So yeah. So thank you so much for being here. We'll see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And until then, walk with the Earth Mother. Have a good one. And enjoy
Buddy.
Dragonflight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Have a
Yes.
nice night, everybody.
Bye.